I am Fred Myers, the founder of For the Fathers Ministry, and this is Faith by the Numbers. Count your way to wisdom in number 360 of this series, 3 Marks of a Life of Peace. According to Paul in Philippians, there are 3 things that Christians must do to have the peace that surpasses all understanding. Many Christians do not have this type of peace and wonder why. Why? Because they failed to live out the 3 verses that come before verse 7. Verse 7 is the verse that every Christian knows so well, but few know the 3 verses that come before. It is in these 3 verses we read the 3 marks of a life of peace. 3 marks of a life of peace. 1, you rejoice. The Bible commands and calls Christians to count it all joy. 2, you are reasonable, for being unreasonable is selfishness, because the word reasonable also has a meaning of kindness. Jude likened false teachers that pervert the grace of God to unreasonable animals. 3, you are not anxious about anything. God puts us into a troubled world to see our reaction. God wants us to demonstrate we trust Him by a lack of worry. The psalmist said that anxious toil is in vain, and it is God that gives each one of us beloved sleep. Living joyously in all circumstances, being reasonable and kind to all, and trusting God by demonstrating a lack of anxiety in life shows the lost world you trust God. Your life lived in joy, kindness, and reasonableness with a lack of anxiety is your peace that surpasses all understanding. I am Fred Myers, and this is Faith by the Numbers. It is my prayer that many will count their way to wisdom through this series and find the peace that surpasses all understanding.